How Khloe Kardashian reacts to Tristan Thompson paternity lawsuit. Welcome back to Bingeworthy Network. Khloe Kardashian just broke her silence over Tristan Thompson's paternity lawsuit, and her answer will truly shock you. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button to be notified and updated on the latest Kardashian drama and news. Just as we began wondering about Khloe Kardashian's reaction to Tristan Thompson's baby news, that is when the Keeping Up with the Kardashians delivered a shocking comment. For those of you who may not have heard, in early December of 2021, Tristan's personal trainer, Maralee Nicole, exposed the fact that she was pregnant with the NBA star's baby. According to Maralee, she began seeing Tristan in the spring of 2021 and got pregnant around his 30th birthday in April. The cherry on top of this Hollywood scandal is how Tristan was still in a relationship with Khloe when he began seeing Maralee. Months passed, and no one knew about this love affair until early December. In the hopes of proving her child is actually Tristan's, the NBA player is now facing a messy paternity lawsuit. But before we get to the details of this upcoming lawsuit, let's see how Khloe K reacted to the shocking news that Tristan would become a father once again, and not with her child. According to sources and insiders that spoke to magazine publications, Khloe in fact knew about Thompson's affair with Maralee. Not only that, but the reality TV star was also aware that the personal trainer was pregnant and expecting a baby from the basketball player. As shared by sources, Khloe did not react well when she found out the truth. This is a very sad time for Khloe. She really loves Tristan and still held a candle for him. She thought he might have changed his ways. Khloe is kind of gloomy about the news of Tristan's new baby, especially going into the holidays. Khloe is always so positive, but this brought her down a little. She's always been into giving Tristan tons of chances and deep down held out hope that they would maybe get back together one day. There is no hope and it's really done for now, but she thinks it's for the best. Khloe and Tristan are still in communication after the rumors of his affair, but the conversations are really only about True. Khloe is so happy to have a baby girl and just wants to move on and be happy. Numerous insiders also went on to reveal that even though Kardashian and Thompson became a couple in 2020, Khloe always had their doubts about Tristan, especially as the basketball player was going to go back to the NBA. All of this attention made Khloe really uncomfortable. Sources added, Khloe now knows that Tristan was unfaithful to her when they were back together. Khloe was upset to find out that he cheated again. She just can't believe that he's going to be a dad again. It's just a sad situation to her. She is just really a great person and wants to see the positive in people. The couple was doing great while in lockdown together in 2020, but Khloe knew things would change when he returned to the NBA. She was just hopeful that he would stay faithful and loyal to her. Khloe's family always tried to support her. They always treated Tristan well even after he broke Khloe's heart multiple times. Hearing that Khloe had some hopes of getting back together with Tristan is truly upsetting, as True's mother really wanted this relationship to work. But while things are not looking so great for Khloe and Tristan, that doesn't mean the Kardashian-Jenner clan will go on to bash the basketball player in front of True. According to sources, the Hollywood siblings are very careful around True, not to say anything bad about her father. Knowing well how many times Thompson had wronged Khloe, the Keeping Up with the Kardashian stars are still cautious about what they say. The Kardashian-Jenners are kind of over Tristan right now, but would never speak ill in front of True. They would never trash Tristan in front of True, but they think Khloe needs to put him in his place and not act so nice constantly. He hasn't been great to her. The family is not at all surprised by the news and have Khloe's back and just want her to be fine with it and not sad. They don't think Tristan would ever be faithful and are glad their romantic relationship is done. As we can all expect, Khloe must have felt horrible after finding out Tristan cheated again. But we have a feeling the reality TV star is more upset by the fact that her ex-boyfriend will become a father again and not to her child. Over the last year, Khloe has been very honest about her struggles with pregnancy and conceiving a child. Even though the Good American founder always wanted a huge family of her own, Khloe has found it difficult to become pregnant. From IVF treatments to considering surrogacy, here are just some of the struggles Kardashian had to face. I froze my eggs once already, and when I was ready to make embryos with Tristan, I was making embryos. None of them survived. They should be mixed immediately with sperm to make embryos, so I actually have made embryos. My plan was to have kids closer in age, but with COVID and everything, my plan's been a little delayed. I definitely do want more kids. I have so many brothers and sisters. I think it's such a blessing, especially during these times, to have a family member or people that you can play with and rely on and just have a buddy through life. Khloe was also very honest on her reality TV show. According to Coco, who spoke to the Keeping Up with the Kardashians cameras on and off screen, here's how she has been handling the devastating news about her second pregnancy. In one episode of KUWTK, Khloe told Kim, "But I spoke to Dr. A and he was just a little concerned about I did a check and blood panels and all this stuff, and he just said that I would be a high-risk carrier for a pregnancy. Dr. A said she would be afraid of if embryos are so hard to create, she would feel terribly putting one in without warning me that most likely I wouldn't be able to carry. This is all really shocking to me. All I'm trying to do is bring more love into my life and into my family, and I seem to be running into more and more roadblocks, and it's really hard for me to digest. I'm really grateful that there are other options, but I loved being pregnant with True. It's such a beautiful experience to have. Knowing I might never get to feel like that again, it's daunting, it's scary, it's stressful, and it breaks my heart. While it seemed like having a surrogate carry her baby may have seemed like the next best step, Khloe later shared to Andy Cohen how this plan failed. On the Keeping Up with the Kardashians reunion show in June of 2021, the Good American stated, "I did have one surrogate and then it fell through. It's a very tedious, hard process, and it's interesting because Kim went through the same journey, and I swear, it felt like she said, 'I want to get pregnant,' and 2 weeks later she found a surrogate." Now, as you can see, the topic of pregnancy is very hurtful to True's mother, as she had been trying for another baby for so long. But while Tristan may not have fathered Khloe's second baby, it looks like the NBA player is denying his paternity to Marilee's child as well. According to court details obtained by Page Six and Radar Online, Tristan wanted Marilee to get an abortion. As Page Six exclusively reported, Thompson allegedly wanted Nicole's to get an abortion when she found out she was pregnant. He also demanded in July that she take a paternity test. As of November the 15th, she had not taken a test, but in a subsequent filing, he said he would pay child support if the child is his. Another filing notes the genetic testing can only be done once the baby is born. The baby was allegedly conceived on Thompson's 30th birthday when he was still dating Kardashian. Page Six broke the news in July that the former Keeping Up with the Kardashian star, 37, and Thompson had broken up again. Not only did the NBA player demand the termination of the pregnancy, but Khloe's ex-boyfriend even gave his trainer $75,000 to stay quiet. Marilee shared personal messages between her and Tristan to the court, where the topic of the pregnancy is discussed. Tristan wrote to Marilee, "You know how I feel. My feelings haven't changed at all. I won't be involved at all. By the way, if you think having this baby is going to make you some money, it's completely wrong. You are aware that I'm retiring after this season, so in terms of support, it'll be whatever is required monthly for someone who's unemployed. So you're better off taking this $75K I'm offering you because you won't get nothing near that having a kid with a father who's unemployed. All you will have is a baby with a father who has zero involvement with the child and a few $100s of child support a month." Talk about truly jaw-dropping information. But in all of this complicated mess and drama, we can't help but feel especially bad for the Keeping Up with the Kardashians star, Khloe Kardashian. Be interesting to see if True's parents ever get back together and if Tristan will regain Khloe's trust ever again. But what do you think? Do you believe Tristan got his personal trainer pregnant? Should Khloe ever forgive Tristan? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. Goodbye, everyone.